Fe fydd dros 40 o gemau byw gan sgorio eleni gyda sylwebeth Gymraeg a Saesneg ar bob un. Gyda nifer o gemau ar gael i'w gwylio ar blatfformau digidol sgorio.
I wylio ar Clic, gwasanaeth ar alw S4C, chwiliwch am dudalen sgorio. Unwaith i'r darllediad ddechrau, bydd modd dewis sylwebeth Gymraeg neu Saesneg.
Bydd modd gwylio'r gêm a sylwebeth Gymraeg ar gael ar dudalen Facebook sgorio, neu sylwebeth Saesneg ar dudalen YouTube sgorio. Fe fydden nhw'n cyhoeddi dolenni i gyfeirio i'r mannau priodol cyn y gêm.
Cofiwch bod cyfoeth o gynnwys digidol cyson ar gael ac ar alw gan sgorio.
Sy'n caniatáu i chi dilyn pob cic, tacl a gôl o Gynghreiriau Cymru.
Mae'n rhoi 110 y cant I fi heddiw.
Job dda. Screwfix yn nodi pêl-droed ar S4C.
Noswaith a chroeso cynnes ato ni a chroeso I benwthnos agoriadol ail rhan y tymor yn uwch Gynghrair Cymru. Cai y Castell yw ein cartref ni heno wrth i'r Fflint groesawu'r Seintiau Newydd. Wel, oedd hi'n diwrnod y llyfr ddo ac I ni'n barod am benod newydd yn ein tymor ni heno. Mae'n braf iawn cael cwmni Malcolm Allen. Malcolm, neis dy weld ti eto?
A chdi theddi Sioned bob tro.
Wel, newn ni trafod, mae lot fawr I drafod cyn y gemau heno, ond yn gyntaf, 10 gêm I fynd tan ddiwedd y tymor a gyda pethau mor cystadleuol, ti'n cael y teimlad gall unrhyw beth ddigwydd rhwng nawr a diwedd y tymor?
Wel, ar ôl beth ddigwydd ddoe, ti'n gwybod beth sy'n mynd I ddigwydd nesaf rwan, ond ti'n edrych ar y 6 ucha na, 5 pwynt rhwng yr ail a'r 6 safle Caernarfon rwan. Mae'n mynd I fod mor gyffroes am yr ail a trydydd safle herwydd. Mae Pen y Bont, y Bala a'r Seintiau Newydd dal yn Cwpan Cymru, fydd unrhyw un o heina giro Cwpan Cymru a gorffen yn ail, felly mae'r trydydd dod I fewn iddi. Mae'n mynd I fod yn gret o rwan tan diwedd y tymor.
Ia, I ni ffili aros. O Max, ti wedi crybwyll yn barod wrth gwrs I ni ffili anwybyddu'r newyddion enfawr nath dorri Brynhawn ddo. Y newyddion bod y pencampwyr Cei Conna wedi cael eu cosbi am ddefnyddio chwaraewr anghymwys mewn 6 gêm yn uwch Gynghrair Cymru a nhw felly yn colli 19 o bwyntiau fel ych chi'n gallu gweld. Maen nhw reit, wel, bron ar wilod y tabl, 6 pwynt o ddiogelwch a Malcs, fi'n siŵr allwn ni sefyll fa trwy'r nos yn trafod hyn, ond be wneud I o'r sefyllfa?
Wel, mae'n haip oedd uwch Gynghrair ddim angen sylw hefyd, ond maen nhw wedi torri y reola, felly maen nhw'n gorfod cael eu cosbi. Dwi eisiau gweld y clwb yn cael rhyw lle sefydlog yn ôl a gael gasglu byd bach. Mae rai pobl yn gymryd rhyw gymeriad cryf allan o beth sydd wedi digwydd. Mae'n bwysig bod nhw'n gwneud hynny a Torchi Llewis. Mae'n 6 pwynt o'r wrth Hwylffordd sydd drydydd o'r gwylod. Efo 10 gêm I fynd a maen nhw 11 pwynt o'r wrth Met Caerdydd. Felly, ia, mae yna siawns wrth gwrs efo'r ansawdd y garfan sydd ganddyn nhw fel chwaraewyr pan nhw'n medru cwffio am y seithfad safle yna. Ond y beth pwysicach I fi pan nhw jyst yn aros yn y Gynghrair am tymor hyn a wedyn ailadeiladu byn bach.
Be sy'n ddiddorol yw hwn yw'r ail dro I wan ddigwydd I Cei Conna colli mas ar y 6 ucha oherwydd bod nhw wedi derbyn cosb a cholli pwyntiau. O ran y 6 uchaf felly, mae hwn yn amlwg wedi cael effaith ar hynny a Caernarfon sydd wedi cymryd lle Cei Conna. A mae sy'n edrych ar y tabl yna, ond am y Seintiau Newydd, mae nhw 21 pwynt yn glir. Ond rhwng Pen y Bont a'r Balan, bydd mae 2 pwynt yn gwahanu nhw, a mae Caernarfon, dyn nhw ddim yn bell iawn tu ôl I nhw chwaith.
Na di, a beth sy'n neis gweld di, maen nhw'n mynd I gymryd pwynt yn wrth I gilydd o rwan tan ddiwedd y tymor, felly mae'r cyffro mynd I ddod dal o fod yna. Ar ei diwrnod, fe dydd nhw gyd giro'i gilydd hefyd. Felly, sy'n neb rhedeg I ffwrdd o'r ail safle yna, ond mae'r eich di wneud clod i'r Seintiau Newydd 3 gêm, ta maen nhw wedi curo'r pencampwriaeth, 7 gêm I fynd. Da ni'n eisiau gweld hynny wrth gwrs, da ni'n eisiau bod mwy gystadleuol iddyn nhw, ond y sicr, fi gyno Anthony Limbrick, mae o efo cyfla am 7 gêm ella I neud siŵr bod o'n cryfau oherwydd da ni'n gwybod fe'n agos oedd nhw i'r group stages yn Ewrop tymor dwytha, mynd cam ymhellach tymor yma ar ei Cymru go iawn ar y map.
Mae'n fater o wythnosau tam bod y Seintiau yn codi'r tlws yna. Wel, newn ni droi ein sylw at gêm heno a o ran y 6 ucha, un enw fi'n credu oedd lot o'n I ddim yn disgwyl gweld ymysg y 6 oedd y Fflint. A mae Dylan Ebenezer wedi bod yn siarad gyda'i rheolwr nhw Neil Gibson.
what sort of state is your squad in, not just for tonight, but for the upcoming few weeks?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably something that we took great pride in, because we've recruited well in the summer, but Jack Kenny's probably going to be out for the rest of the season. Danny Harrison's missed the last 8 games. Mike Wilde and Alex Jones have missed over 6 fixtures out of the 22. And Michael Parker hasn't played a game all season. So we are stretched. Ben Moore is suspended this evening, and Connor Harwood's got work. So it's a set of challenges that probably TNS won't have going into tonight. But we embrace that as an opportunity and a challenge for the rest of the group. We feel we've got a good, strong group, and we're probably the strength of our collective spirit is probably enough to get us over the line, hopefully.
And just finally, what has the news about Connah's Quay this week done to the balance of that top 6, so to speak, and your hopes, not just your hopes, the other teams' hopes of getting into Europe?
Yeah, well, I think that we looked at it, and we're very proud that we finished above Connah's Quay and Bala after 22 fixtures and everyone playing each other, because probably that wasn't expected at the start of the season. But, Connah's Quay, you would expect them to go on a run at some point, and them and Bala would probably be favourites for second and third. So it does open a door. Penabont will be in second position, and speaking to Griff last week, they don't want to give that position up, which is fine. So I think there's 3 or 4 clubs now that are thinking they've got an opportunity and everything to play for in 10 games, which hopefully makes it exciting for the rest of the league and everyone watching.
Brilliant, Neil. Thanks very much. Good luck tonight.
Diolch.
Ie, mae sefyllfa Cey Conah wedi agor sawl drws i'r clybiau yna yn y 6 ucha. Malcs, nawn ni sôn am y Flint yn gynta. Mae fe werth nodi o ran y tîmau yn y 6 ucha. Dim ond y Bala sydd wedi ennill yma hyd yn un tymor yma. Tro diwetha i'r Seintiau newydd ddod yma, nath hwnna orffen yn 1-1. Flint yn cipio pwynt yn y munudau ola. Felly, bydd Anthony Limbrick yn ymwybodol bod tîl Neil Gibson yn gallu bod yn fygythiol.
A dyna di'r gwaniaeth o tymor dwytha. Mae record y Flint gartref, so mae'n mynd i curo mwy na hanner I gema, a mae hynna'n bwynt mawr o beth nath ddigwydd tymor dwytha. Hefyd, ildio golia yn ebyn y Seintiau newydd, nath ildio 10 gol mewn un gêm, dwi'n meddwl, oedd hi. Felly, ti'n edrych ar faint maen nhw wedi gwella. Oedden nhw'n ail o'r gwylod yn yr uwch gyngred tymor dwytha. Nath nhw ddim mynd lawr oherwydd nath nhw'n neud y penderfyniad I peidio gyrru neb I lawr oherwydd y cyfnod cloi. Felly, oedden nhw lwcus, ond mae wedi gwario, mae wedi dod â chwaraewyr Michael Wilde, ydi esiampl mawr. Da ni'n gwybod, Michael Parker ddim wedi chwarae llawar. Da ni'n gwybod, Danny Harrison, di wedi chwarae llawar. A maen nhw gyd mewn oed, yndi, ond mae'r profiad tu mewn i'r ystafell newid yn anferthol I dynnu pawb arall efo nhw. A dyna sydd wedi digwydd. Arhediad dim mor dda yn ddiweddar yn y 9 gêm dwytha, ond dal I fod. Dod I fan hyn, mae'n eich di ennill yr hawl cyn ennill y gêm. A fe daid i'r Seintiau newydd wneud yna heno.
O'n I moyn sôn am Michael Wilde, 13 gol hyd yn hyn tymor yma, ac mewn i'r 10 gêm diwetha yma, fe gall fod y gwahaniaeth, a fe gall bron cyrio'r Flint tuag at y diwedd.
Oes a ddim cwestiwn, ac I gyrraedd Ewrop, fysa hynna'n jyst yn freuddwydio, ond dwi'n siŵr I lle yma. Ond mae gynnon nhw'r uchelgeisiwn o gyrraedd yna, im cwestiwn am hynny. Ond Michael Wilde, o'n i'n siarad efo fo jyst gyda gêm cresu fyny fan'na, mae dal yn teimlo yr un peth am y gol nesaf nag oedd am I gol gyntaf erioed yn I yrfa. Mae hynna'n deimlad o'n i'n gael, ti'n gwybod, mae hynna'n gret I weld ac I glwad. Ac bob math o gola. Mae wedi dod I fyny yn erbyn chwaraewr special yn Declan McManus tymor hyn, a am ymosodwr di oen. Oedd I goreuon o synhwyro golia a grefn naturiol I sgorio golia, bob math o golia yn yr uwch gyngor yma erioed, dwi'n meddwl. Ond Michael Wilde, am chwaraew.
A Malcs, gen I glywed mwy o ti neu di ddod nôl at fi hanner amser, achos ti'n mynd I fod yn ymuno â Dylan Ebenezer yn y pwynt sylwebu, felly ni adael ti I fynd lan fyna nawr. And just a reminder that we offer English language commentary on all of our live games here on Sgorio, and if you are listening in English this evening, then you're in very good hands, because Mark Jones and Tommy Morgan will be keeping you company. And Mark, me and Malcs have just been talking about Mike Wilde and Declan McManus, and a little birdie tells me that you think Declan McManus is one of the best strikers that we've ever seen in the Cymru Premier.
Yes, not with us, Sioned. Declan McManus, yeah, I think he is one of the best strikers who has played in the Cymru Premier League. He was bought for £60,000 at the start of the season. With 27 goals and 8 assists, I think he's repaid that money unbelievably. That will turn into €400,000 when they play in the Champions League at the end of the season. He has been a fantastic addition to this league. For me, he's the Harry Kane of the Cymru Premier League. And I'll ask Tommy now alongside me, who was also a brilliant striker in this league, what he thinks of Declan McManus.
Well, McManus, after missing out on 2 championships, Mark, Michael Harris decided to put his hand in his pocket and, 60k, and it's been money really well spent, like you just said there now. He's been a fantastic acquisition. really comes deep, you know, assists as well as goals. So he's been a real good signing for the New Saints.
Yeah, we really hope the game's full of goals tonight. We have, like you said, Michael Wilde and Declan McManus, two of the greatest strikers ever to play in this league.
That's not a bad comparison, is it? And just a reminder, if you do want English language commentary, then that will be available on Scorio's YouTube and also on S4C Click. Wel, i ni 'di clywed gan Neil Gibson, felly beth am i ni glywed gan y gŵr nath arwyddo, Declan McManus, reolwr y Seintiau Newydd, Anthony Limbrick.
Well, Anthony, here we go. 10 games to go this season, but 3 wins and the title's yours. Are you in a hurry to get it done?
Well, I mean, look, we're focusing on the next performance, and that's certainly what we're doing here tonight. We drew here 1-1 last time in a really tough game, and we want to finish the season strong. We said going into this split, regardless of the points, regardless of where we are, we want to attack these last 10 games and win as many as we can and finish with as high points as we can. So hopefully that'll get to where we want and show the improvements we've made from last season.
What are you expecting tonight? It's been lively when you've come up against Flint so far this season.
Yeah, no, listen, credit to them. Every time we played them, we had a tight 1-0 win at home against them there in a physical, aggressive contest, you could say. And then the same was here with a 1-1 and they scored late in the game. So great team spirit there. I think the manager's done a great job and we're expecting a really tough game tonight on what will probably be a difficult pitch, I think.
And just finally, regarding the big news of the week, Connah's Quay, of course, not in the top 6 by now. What does that do, the absence of the champions, not just for yourselves, but for those teams chasing second, maybe third, and Europe?
Yeah, I mean, look, for us, that doesn't really come into our consideration, really. We're focusing on what we want to do. I think before this split, we were 23 points ahead of Connah's Quay anyway. So that shows the improvement that we've done and show where we've come compared to last season when obviously they won the league and we came second. So for us, we're not worried about that, and I'm focusing on tonight.
Brilliant. Good luck. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Anthony Limbrick yn barod amdani, felly am yr tîmau'n barod, felly amser I ni ymuno a'n tîmau sylwebu. Mark Jones and Tommy Morgan will be leading you through with the English commentary on YouTube and S4C Click ac yn y Gymraeg ar Facebook ac S4C Click. Malcolm Allen a Dylan Ebenezer.
Good evening and welcome to Cae Castell, where Flint Town host runaway leaders TNS in the first game of the JD Cymru Premier League's second phase of the season. Anthony Limbrick's Oswestry Giants need just 3 wins to win back the title, and Neil Gibson's Flint are competing for a European spot, so we should have a game with plenty of passion and excitement this evening at Cae Castell. Alongside me, Tommy Morgan.
Good evening, Mark. Good evening, everybody. Both teams being shown there on the screen. A few changes for Flint this evening.
See Sam Hart playing wing-back, I think. Tom Callum Bratley wing-back. I think they're going with a 4 diamond in midfield, 3 at the back. And Wild, I think it's 5-4-1, by the way, Flint. Which somehow works out in that, Tom.
Yeah, well, the diamond is there. And, you know, Jake Phillips in defensive mode this evening. He'll be playing in front of Kai Edwards, Roberts and Nash. And Cadwallader to be supporting Wildy up front from the number 10 position. So a lot depending on what Wild and Cadwallader this evening, you know, for the goals for Flint.
Yeah, Jake Phillips replacing an informed Ben Maher who's out with 5 yellow cards. And there's the New Saints who have a very strange lineup. Danny Davis, Adrian Chiselvich, ex-Manchester City and Wrexham, of course, playing at left-back, Tom. I've never seen him play left-back before.
Well, I think it just shows the depth of the squad that the New Saints have this evening. They're able to, you know, juggle the team about, change positions, etc. So we'll just see this evening, you know, how that comes to fruition. And that's Jake Phillips there, who's been, you know, a really steady influence defensively this season for Flint. You know, excellent. He's got the long throw as well, which is a big bonus for Neil Gibson's men. So, but an interesting game for him this evening. And there's Chiselvich playing at left back this evening, unfamiliar role. But I'll ask you a question, Mark. Is it now the Limbrick stamp coming on the New Saints, where footballers can play anywhere?
Well, it's a good question, Tom, and they've played great football so far this season. That's why they're 20-odd points ahead at the top of the league and almost 1 foot in Europe already. Ewan Harwell, the referee, excellent referee, as both teams take the knee. Jake Phillips must be flavour of the day already, Tom. He's gone from right back to holding midfielder to taking the kick-off. He's got to have a great game after that, Jake. Flint Town United in their customary black and white stripes against TNS in their all-blue change kit. It's a good start from Flint on the attack. They get us off, not a corner, but it's a goal kick. But I'd love to see that. I hope Flint, Tom, have a go and don't play in that holding role. They're better when they have a go, Flint, for me.
I think this evening, Mark, is going to be really interesting to see Alex Jones there getting in support of his front two. But don't you think the 5 teams that are chasing have got no chance of catching the champions elect? That they look as this. Whoever team gets a few points off the New Saints have a better chance
gigantic.
To finish second.
Absolutely gigantic. I mean, we know now we're in very plush seats here tonight. In fact, we're in the Aubrey Williams soft seats, they call them at Flint Town, but the chairman's alongside us as well. And if they could take a point from this game, it's almost like 3, Tom.
Yeah, it's obviously, they'd be called like bonus points. If you get 3 points, it'd be absolutely terrific for them. But certainly a tough task ahead from this evening.
Danny Davis firing the ball down. Jordan Williams and Louis Robles may be playing as a forward 2 with Declan McManus. I think, as you could see already, is playing in a sort of a 10 role. Very interesting, that one.
Yeah, we certainly see how things will pan out during the next 88 minutes or so.
Yeah, and I should imagine Jake Phillips will take most long throws, being as a holding midfielder. Fires that ball, Miles. Great throw. There's McManus' first touch. It's good competing in midfield. Strong competing there in midfield.
I think, Mark, this is going to be a no-holds-barred game already. Yeah. Flint showing that they'll be after every 50-50 and 60-40 and 70-30 ball this evening.
Yeah, that's what you'd expect. They've played them twice this season already. Lost 1-0 and drew 1-1 with a late goal from Kai Edwards in the 94th minute. And this is where they could cause problems. Chris Marriott, by the way, is in there marking Michael Wilde. And I'm sure Michael Wilde will fancy that. If that's an aerial battle, has to be Wilde from here. In behind Robles. In it goes Wilde. Marriott does well and shepherds it out. Does he get the corner? Gets the corner. Paul Harrison going berserk in goals for TNS. Danny Davis surprised, but the corner's been given.
Yeah, just a little bit of hesitation defensively there from the New Saints. Danny Davis.
One of their defensive giants, Blaine Hudson, not available. And it's a big loss. A lot on Ryan Astles here this evening now, aerially. He's in there now, he's not marking, he's got a free roll, by the way.
Yeah, he attacks the space there.
Phillips, great corner across the front. It was Astles. Chance on the edge of the box, driven in. Davis stands up. Can Phillips get the shot off? Phillips, top corner! Oh, great, brilliant shot from Phillips and a decent save from Harrison. But this is a bright start from the Silkmen. Almost a goal there from Jake Phillips.
Yeah. Just a clearance came out to Phillips there. First time effort, but excellent save there by Paul Harrison. Just seeing Phillips there onto his right foot. Whips it. Tries to get the top.
Just didn't stretch Harrison
corner.
enough. Hart whips it in this time. Headed to get away. Seconds on the edge of the box. Chiselvic hoofs it clear. But it's a tremendous start from the home team. There's only 4 minutes gone.
Certainly showed their intent early in this game.
Yeah, I think if Neil Gibson has seen Chiselvic playing at left back, I think he'll bomb that area, Tom, with Diags all evening.
Well, you're obviously trying to see what he's like defensively.
Phillips, Wild the target. In it goes. Chiselvic heads it away. In it goes again. Ben Clark heads away, turns his back. Marriott, Flint are pressing. Cadwallader, another corner. What a start. They're up for this. The crowd are behind them as well. Decent crowd here this evening.
Cadwallader did really well there, Mark. Just penning in the champions-elect at the moment just can't get out of there at the moment.
Cadwallader, 4 goals. Michael Wilde, of course, 13 league goals this season, 343 games. Good dead ball kicker, Sam Hart. You could expect this to go right under the crossbar. Plenty of movement in it. Danny Davis this time marking Michael Wilde. Hart undercooked it. Get a second chance, so in it goes again. Davis away. Bratley. It's good headed away from Marriott. McManus. The race is on. Phillips does well, sweeps well, goes back to the goalkeeper. John Rushton. Flint playing their way out. McManus. Jones. Strong play from Alex Jones. And it's a strong tackle. Referee almost says play on.
I don't think that was a foul myself there, Mark. It was a fair challenge from our vantage point here, which is only a few metres away.
That's what Limbrick is saying, but modern day football, Tom, is it every challenge now everybody's appealing for the foul?
Yeah, but it is, you know,
the game has changed
Jones
so much.
is right on top of there. He takes his time making that decision. Look, there's nothing wrong with that, Mark.
Gets the ball.
He gets the ball fair and square.
No cards given. Phillips, again, it's a high line from TNS, staying on the edge of the box. Delivered well. Chance here for the first goal. It's a chance. It's a big chance for Ben Nash. It's the type of chance you have to take when you're playing TNS when they come along.
Yeah, you don't get that many chances. And really, that was a gilt-edge opportunity again. Pinpoint free kick from Jake Phillips right to the far post there. Tacks it really well. And to be fair to Chiselvich,
he's done well.
He done well there.
He's done well. He's put Nash off just in front of goals. They need to settle. The balance is not great for TNS tonight. You play with a left-footed centre-back, and his twin partner's left-footed as well. There he is on the right-hand side now.
Yeah, but the thing is, Mark, they must have played a shape in training this week. They've had plenty of time, so...
Yeah, you could play in training on a lovely carpet. It's when you're up against Flint in front of a crowd behind you. Bratley, a superb play. And again, cuts inside. Can he finish it off? Gets a shot off. Enterprising play there. Superb stuff.
Yeah, surging run down that right-hand side by Bratley. Cuts inside. Chiselvich, well, he's no defender, is he?
He's got 3 goals already this season, Bratley, and he started well. Chiselvich. You've got Brobble. Ryan Brobble also playing in the midfield, so you've got a lot of, you know, good touch footballers playing in different positions tonight. For me, it's a gamble. It's not a gamble because they're 22 points clear, so you might be having a look at something. But could be a chance for Flint to take something here this evening. Got that sort of thought?
Certainly started really well in this game, Mark. Only been 1 team in it so far. He should be ahead. That Nash opportunity was a really good one.
They're 4th in the table. Flint, they've played 22. They've won 10, drawn 5, lost 7. There's Neil Gibson, done a tremendous job. Gibbo. Phillips again, fires the throw long. They're just trying to box him in, which is it's a brave tactic from Gibson early doors. He must expect that they can play their way out. TNS, of course they can. That's brilliant play from Brobble. Just goes round Jake Phillips like he wasn't there. He's still going on. Someone needs to close him down. But they have that in the locker. He didn't get the shot off. It was well blocked by Alex Jones. Oh! If Denny didn't get... If his first tackle was a good one, his second one was definitely not a great one. And that's an easy yellow for the referee to brandish.
Yeah, no problem there for Arwell Jones. Again, he's caught my eye already. Alex Jones, you know, some surging runs, carries the ball really well. And he just invites a tackle there, doesn't he, from Denny. And he mistimes it, and
Yeah, I think it's as late as you can go. Oh, it's a great.
It's a brilliant bit of skill, that is.
Brobel's one of those footballers, you can't tell how fast he's running. He gets glides. Alex Denny, first yellow card of the evening.
He is a terrific player, Ryan Brobel.
Sam Hart again will set up the set play. Nash, Kai Edwards, Mike Wilde, all waiting for the delivery. Howard gets a touch. Back post looking for. Harrison collects.
They've had a couple of good opportunities, you know, for the second ball coming in, Mark, and they've just been a little bit disappointing with that. Flint.
There are 2 more games in the JD Cymru Premier League this evening. Newtown, Bala, Kevin Druids and Aberystwyth. Marriott. Davis, Danny Davis. Marriott trying to knock that one in behind. Clark, he's had a tremendous season so far. Clark plays it through to the middle. Yeah, for me, just handball. It's the type of one that bounces up and you can't get your arm out of the way, but it's right on the edge of the box. Yeah. And Weaver, a little bit unlucky, but it's a definite handball.
Yeah, and the referee spotted it straight away. He said he's really unfortunate there.
What an area as well. Marriott with his left foot, Brobel with his right foot, McManus is over it as well. All the pressure in the first 10 minutes being from the Silkmen, but they have to deal with this now. Rushton sets up his wall, 5 in the wall. Marriott favourite here, Tom, left foot?
Yeah, I think so. 8 assists for Marriott this season already.
From here, though, the goalkeeper's gone right behind the wall. He has no chance of seeing it.
Well, he hopes the wall does the job it's meant to.
Wouldn't be surprised, Brobel, right foot around the outside there. He could get round the outside from here. We're right behind this. Marriott. Good wall, great wall, Michael Wilde. It wasn't exactly a Ronaldo or Messi free kick, was it?
Certainly wasn't.
McManus gets shot off. Rushton collects. Good save by the goalkeeper. Good first save of the evening.
Yeah, straight into his midriff there from Ryan Brobel. Again, McManus just picking that loose ball up, playing it to Brobel. And that could have been a foul as well, actually.
Gets away with one there, McManus. This countdown now, Tom, 10 games to go in the league. So all these ties at this stage of the season, they're almost like cup matches. Like you said, if Flint could take something this evening, it's like winning a quarter-final of a cup.
I tell you, certainly going to be tense between now and the end of the season.
Aberystwyth take the lead at Kevin Druids. Kevin Druids 0, Aberystwyth 1. Antonio Corbacero doing a decent job, dragging his team out of trouble. And every win on a Friday evening, Tom, puts pressure on the boys playing on a Saturday now.
Yeah, certainly does.
Bratley fires the throw forward. Edwards back to Rushton, clears his lines well. Hart. Davis gets it wide. Williams. So quick when he opens his legs. Ball in, chance, great header. Not quite enough, but it was a decent play.
Yeah, just starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm now. The New Saints start to turn the tide. Again, little poke in there, but routine save there for Rushton.
Decent kick as well. Wilde makes a run and nobody followed him. If he's going to make that type of run, Harvard got to get around the outside of him and get off the flick, like Jack Kenny's done all season. Jack Kenny, if he's watching, hope he's getting well soon with his broken arm.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, 12 goals, 25 between them. Real big disappointment for Jack Kenny. Didn't see this the season out.
Phillips had to get the pass off Davis. Clark goes to play. That's what Phillips is there for this evening. Changes his role, holding role, and he will have to pick up the likes of Ben Clark and Brobel when they make them surging runs.
So I think Mark Limbrick has identified that the way they're going to get out is down this right-hand side.
Seems like everything's going downhill so far. Clark, great touch again. Rob Wells pulls it across. Great block. Kai Edwards, all his experience, getting to that near post first. But the game just now taking the sort of shape that you would expect. TNS starting to pass it. Bright start from Flint. Every chance to get a goal forward, a goal ahead. It's the out ball. It's a great out ball as well. Wild gets there first. Denny plays it inside Clark. His 10 role for McManus, like you say, he might have done it in training, but he's been playing as a 9 all his career. It's a different role, Tom, altogether, especially on grass pitches now, from playing on the 3G. Much easier to play on the 3G than the grass.
Yeah, absolutely.
Davis sends Robles away. Well tidied up. Clark, good 1-2. Doesn't get the shot off though.
Yeah, Roberts there just misread that ball in the air, put his team under a little bit of pressure. And Ben Clark, I just like this player. He seems to have cemented his place, got in the side and he, because of an injury or suspension to Leo Smith, and has never looked back.
He has not looked back at all. He's one of the players of the season, in fact, at the moment. Like I said, he's keeping out the likes of Leo Smith, Anthony Limbrick there. TNS players, strong bench as usual. I think sometimes you have to look at the differences between teams. Like we said, Connor Harwood can't play tonight for Flint because he's working, and TNS, of course, can pick from their full-time players.
Is Mayer, Ben Mayer as well, he's suspended, isn't he? So some big misses there. Jack Kenny as well, so 3 certain starters there for Neil Gibson's team missing.
Astles goes to the back post. Wilder stays central, which surprised me. I thought he would have marked Astles. In it goes. The big 5 will win that one. There he is, gets something on it. Hooked away. Clark, great change of feet, puts it in. Kai Edwards again clears. Astles. Good numbers back though. Defended the free kick well. And it's the out ball there.
That's the only trouble when you bring everybody back to defend set plays, Mark, is you get another opportunity to play the ball in. It's Ben Clark there. Lovely bit of footwork by the youngster there.
Flint have not beat TNS since 1997, a 1-0 win.
That's a while ago then, Mark.
Yeah. Chudovic cutting inside. Brobel. Again, have to deal with the situation. Great header, Sam Hart. It's the foul from Danny Davis, but that's a great, brave defensive header there from Hart. The duel was on and he wanted to win it.
Yeah. Did well there, Sam Hart under pressure. Just got that little bit of quality, I think, in the top third of the pitch, have the New Saints. There might be enough to, you know, open the game up. Joe Williams, Chiselvich, when he gets forward as well. Danny Davis.
There's a rarity there. Neil Gibson having a little joke with the 4th official. You haven't smiled at many 4th officials during his career, Tom. We know that with Gibbo. Long ball. Good battling there. Chrissy Marriott along with Michael Wild. Phillips. Jake Phillips looking again for Michael Wild. Danny Davis. Phillips. Davis gets in first. Hart plays it down in the corner.
Nice position here for another long throw from Jake Phillips.
Well, after 20 minutes, Tom, to be brutally honest, you wouldn't think there was 30 points between the two teams in the league, would you?
No, you wouldn't.
And here's one of their main ways of getting a goal this evening. Phillips, Wild again in, Nash in. Sent a lot up, in fact. Every Flint player in the last third, almost all in the box. It's got to go all the way in then. Shot on. Maybe undercooked the long throw there.
He's having a busy evening as Jake Phillips going from side to side.
Yeah, Jake Phillips, the modern day Andy Legg. If you're watching, Leggy, someone said Jake Phillips throws it better than you. He'll be on the phone by half time, Tom.
Oh, he just text went now, Mark, I think.
Yeah. Phillips. Two of the smaller players, like you said, Clark in front of Wild and Marriott marking. And Marriott wins the duel again, which is surprising. He's got to go back in early. They're all in waiting. Played down in the corner. Goal kick. Just haven't pinged them long throws in as yet, Tom.
No, just looped that one up in the air, didn't he, really? See Kevin Druids have drawn level with Aberystwyth, which is a bit of a surprise.
The Druids haven't won a game all season. The smart money says, if you know anything about football, even if you're bottom of the league, you're going to win a game sooner or later. And as you're Aberystwyth, you know...
Let's hope it's not tonight.
Let's hope it's not tonight. But they will win a game before the end of the season.
And that could be the difference between somebody going down, Mark, and staying up.
Davis, Danny Davis. There's plenty of runners in front of him. But so far, the gamble of playing McManus in the 10, he hasn't really seen the ball at all yet. Maybe it was the big build-up we gave him at the start of the game.
Yeah. The thing Flint have done really well is they boxed that middle, stopping him getting the ball at all, Mark, so nobody's been able to play the ball into him.
Bravo. Cut inside and fancied a bit of a Champions League screamer there, but it didn't happen, did it?
Yeah, Chislovich. He loves doing this, doesn't he? Cutting in from the left-hand side and rifling an effort, but that one went well wide, as Michael Wild is telling him now.
In the last 4 games, Flint, they've lost 1 and drawn 3, but they're still up in the top 4. And no doubt there'll be the likes of Rhys Griffiths and the likes watching this evening, almost willing TNS on. It's just natural. Wild gets himself a free kick. Denny, of course, in midfield, Tom, with 20 minutes gone. On a pitch where you have to make your tackles, yellow card in centre midfield.
Yeah, he's got to be very, very careful how he approaches the rest of this game as regards of any sort of 50-50s.
Michael Wild is the 2nd top scorer in TNS's history. Greg Draper, the Kiwi, is the top scorer. Phillips. Don't think I've seen a team throw so many bodies forward against TNS ever. Everyone forward again. Edge of the box stuff. Davis hoops away. Phillips again, another one. Jordan Williams chasing after him. That yellow card is out rather quick there. Don't think there was much doubt about that. Williams sprinted out really well.
Yeah. And he just timed that perfectly.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Took his leg back just.
Yeah, I don't think he catches him. He doesn't touch him at all.
But you think, as a player, Mark, you always do that, don't you? You'd go to protect yourself.
Tom, we are surrounded here at Cirecastell by the Flint Mafia, and they're watching alongside us, and they even agreed. Jake Phillips there, gymnastics Jake, they're calling him. Hook clear by Marriott. But we got a game on our hands, Tom. 24 minutes, and it's, end to end. Phillips has been a busy man. Can he keep this sort of pace up all night? Well played, Roberts comes out with the ball. Whoa, well played. Roberts, Cadwallader gets the crowd off their seats. Cadwallader should have took the shot on. Cadwallader with the shot. Maybe should have took it first time.
Yeah, good defending by Marriott though, but terrific play from the home side there. Flint starting with Roberts in the back, gets it up to Cadwallader. Cadwallader, good run on the outside by Jones. And then Cadwallader.
It's a great last-ditch tackle from Marriott.
Yeah, I think his eyes lit up there a little bit. But good defending. That could have gone anywhere, though. A little bit fortunate, probably, defensively there, the New Saints.
Yeah, Mark Cadwallader scored plenty of goals in his career. I'm sure he'd like to get closer to Wildy and Jack Kenny. Get double figures at least this season. Hart stands it up right into the mixer. It's Astles gets the header. Nash. Roberts. It's a great block by Williams.
Yeah, he just dwelt on it a little bit there, Roberts.
The last time they beat TNS at home was 1995. It was a superb 4-0 win. I'm sure he'd settle for half of that tonight.
He's got to make sure
with that many forward, Tom, he's got to make sure he beats the first man with a throw. Otherwise, you're missing about 6 men out. He does beat the first man. Wild gets a header. Big chance over the bar. Perfect long throw. Wild wins the flick. Bratley skies it.
Yes, 2 chances. Half chances really for Bratley. Again, terrific leap at the near post. And he just can't get his right foot over that, can he? To keep it down. I mean, it's a great opportunity. Stretching a little bit, but he had more time when he thought there.
That was a great throw, Tom, but looking at the replay there, Clark has forgot his duties to try and put Wild off. He was 5 yards in front of him when he landed on Wild's head. It was a brilliant flick. JD Cymru Premier League. Flint against TNS. Second phase, first game from Caer Castell. Being played in a cup tie atmosphere, Tom.
Yes, excellent game.
Marriott.
Plenty to ponder over here.
Chizelvich. Robles. I'd like to see Robles more central. It was Brobble, in fact. They look so alike, Brobble and Robles. Chance. Jones gives nothing up. Harrison, cultured footballer. It's great pressing from Flint. They're trying to box him in, but it's also superb passing way out. Phillips. The switch was on. Oh, what a ball from Phillips. Great tackle, Davis. That's what Davis has in the locker. The saving tackle with his pace.
Yeah, like you said there, Mark. His pace got him out, but again, that's an excellent ball by Jake Phillips inside the full-back. But sometimes you got to go, that's good defending as well as a decent ball from midfield. But I think Neil Gibson be really disappointed that they're not ahead now.
Oh, absolutely.
The chances they've had, the half chances.
If you're playing TNS, as we've said so many times in the past, if you're piling on the pressure, 4 or 5 half chances, you're 0-0. You're disappointed. Chance here, Phillips to drive it across. Chizelvich wanted the free kick, gets the free kick.
I think Michael Weil actually stopped that going in, you know. He hit his own player there. Jake Phillips did again exceptionally well.
Did he try to back heel it in?
I don't think he could get out the way, to be honest with you. I hope we see that again.
They need to win 3 games, TNS, to take the title back.
Highlights next Monday evening of Scorio's goals on this weekend.
Yeah, tremendous every week, 5:30 or 10 o'clock. It's always a great programme. I don't get that. I don't get that. A TNS goalkeeper yellow carded for time wasting in the 29th minute. That's That's a bit harsh for the ref.
Oh, that's pretty bad, I think.
I don't think he's time wasting in the 29th minute.
Are we on the 6-second rule or something, are we?
Anyway. Limbrick is asking a question to the fourth official down there. Kai Edwards, ex-TNS title winner. Oh, great touch. It's just a totally different game, Tom. Good news, Flint are hoping to get a 3G surface, Tom, which would be tremendous for them. They can obviously use it in the community with young teams.
Yeah, that makes a big difference for the income streams of clubs if they can have that 3G pitch.
Yeah, their youth team play in the Welsh Youth Cup semi-final this Sunday. They play Caerphilly at Newtown Sunday, 3:30. So good luck to both teams in the Welsh Cup semi-final.
Yes,
Flint, Caerphilly.
Yeah, two unlikely teams to get to the semi-final as well, really.
Fantastic.
Just shows the potential that they've got here at Flint. And there's Aidan Shannon, who's in charge of the under-18 team.
Yeah, it's not looking too happy on the TNS bench at the moment. They got plenty to smile about, by the way. They are well clear and on their way to Europe. But the new manager, I think, set standards, and it's the type of standards we're used to from TNS. Phillips. Half chances, Tom. No real gilt-edged chances either end as yet.
Don't you think Nash was I think that was a real great opportunity, Nash's.
I think
best of the match.
Yeah, most probably, but Chiselvich just done enough to put him off. It's great play. Comes across again. Chance here! Oh, has he saved it? He's pushed that onto the top of the post. There's free kick being given, I think. Otherwise, I think we would have been calling on goal line technology at Flint.
No, I think it's a corner, Mark, but again, Alex Jones, Pratley with the skill. Little dink, takes a deflection. Cadwallader, yeah.
It's a great save.
Keeper's beaten, I think, Mark, was he? Did he get a touch on that?
Keeps it out. There it is.
He did, actually, yeah.
What a great save by the goalkeeper. And the corner's been given, so no free kick. What a one-handed save by Paul Harrison. Keeping his team on level terms. Phillips again. Plenty of movement in the area. First header. Chance this time. A big chance. That is a big chance for Bratley. Maybe on his wrong foot. Didn't sit up exactly as he wanted it, but that's 10 yards out and you've got a free shot on goal.
Well, Mark, you managed, and you know you can't keep missing chances like this against a top quality side, because in the end it's going to come back and bite you on the bum. Really is. It's chance after chance here for the home side. Neil Gibson's men certainly should be ahead in this game on chances and territorially they've been
it'll be interesting
on
for me
top.
to see if we get to half-time at 0-0. I don't think Limerick will be happy with his team's tactical setup so far. It simply hasn't worked. They've been overrun, overworked at present, even though it's still 0-0. Bratley, great ball in. Chance again, Hart. Brilliant tackle from Marriott. It's about his third one. The man of the match is already on his back, I think, Marriott. That's 3 last-ditch tackles.
That's brilliant. What do you think it's going to open up? It's absolutely fantastic defending by Marriott, the skipper. Just dives across. Did he catch his hand there?
Michael Wilde wants an outswinger this time. Hart swings it out, Wilde. Astles back in from Bratley, who's picking up a lot of loose ball on the edge of the box. Roberts stands it up to the back post. Offside flag given. But it's 0-0 after 34 minutes.
We deserve a goal now, don't we? It's been
It's the
end-to-end stuff.
The Colwyn Bay manager. You would have said that about 6 months ago. He's taking photographs as well. Look, Steve Evans, Colwyn Bay manager, now spying on TNS.
That's going to be an interesting semi-final. It's going to be played at the Bellevue in Rhyl. And tell you one thing, Colwyn Bay will have masses of support there.
Yeah, he's done well, Stephen Evans. Good luck to him in his new job at Colwyn Bay. Good luck to him. Hope he's successful in his work. Chiselvich inside, Clark. They've been strong and physical in midfield. They've done well. Jones from the start. And they're just winning that battle in there. Marriott. Marriott looks like he's played in the scrum with the mud all over him. Davis. Marriott. Runs being made. It's a great ball in. Just a little bit too much on him.
Yeah, just run out of ideas in the last, 5-10 minutes as a team going forward, as Anthony Olympics team. He, like you said earlier, Mark, he will not be happy with their performance so far this evening. But on the other hand, Neil Gibson will be absolutely delighted the way his team have performed. And the only thing that'll disappoint him is not taking their opportunities.
Well, they've had a tremendous home record this season, Flint. Only Ballard have won this season. And that was with a last-minute goal when we were last here. But this first 45 minutes have been tremendous. McManus.
Who has been on the periphery of this game, Mark, for sure. McManus, like you said earlier, his role this evening hasn't helped him getting into the game at all.
But going back to that, Tom, if the viewers watching now weren't at the start, he was bought for £60,000 from Scotland, but he scored 27 goals and 8 assists, and to win this league is €410,000 to play in the Champions League. So it's been a great buy, brilliant buy in fact. Chance again, Bratley drives it across, hook clear by Brobble. Clark gets it clear. Phillips. Bratley. Yeah.
I'm not sure what Brobble was doing there.
Well,
he wasn't looking at the ball earlier, and now he's having a go at the referee, but it's his only player he can blame is himself. He's asking for a handball, then he holds him back.
Definitely a tug back. He's lucky not to get the yellow on the tug back. In fact, there's the tug back.
Well, last Saturday, Mark, at Latham Park, exactly the same.
Ryan Sears sent off for that.
Where's the consistency in the refereeing now then?
Hart or Phillips for you, Tom? I would swing it in left-footed almost like a shot and hope somebody gets something on it. And that's why. Hung up a bit.
Yeah, just a little bit different there. You need variation on your free kicks, Mark, and Phillips and Hart have done that this evening.
Kai Edwards enjoying himself at Flint. I think like somebody mentioned he would have been to work today as a plasterer. Headed out by Danny Davis. Davis and Marriott have done the bulk of the defending, I think. The big man hasn't been brought into action that much, Astles. He will be for this, so. The distance there now between the front man and Wilde. He's going to try and get in front of Astles here. That's his. The big man wins his seconds. Wilde. Again, they're camped in the TNS box. Phillips. Roberts trying to play their way in. It was excellent. It's got to go in this time. Phillips. It's a great tackle from Clark, and the break could be on. 4 against 4. Good tracking from Phillips. Rushton will have to get rid of that quite quick. does well. It may not be the greatest of clearances, but he was under pressure then. You just want to clear your lines then, Tom.
Yeah, certainly Phillips atoned for his initial error there. Got back, played the ball back to the keeper, and on this surface, you just don't know what could happen.
McManus. Wild. Great ball. Trying to search out Jones. Jones against Denny. Danny Davis clears his lines well. Well played, Robles. McManus trying to thread one through to Jordan Williams.
I know we've been, you know, a bit of nitpicking, but one thing about the referee tonight, he's let the game flow.
He's done well, the referee's done well. Haven't really mentioned him by a couple of certain yellows. Big 4 minutes now, Tom. Massive 4 minutes. Can Flint get their just rewards, most probably, for the first half performance and go in with a lead? Harrison, who made that terrific save. I'm sure the happier manager at the half-time, unbelievably, would be the TNS boss.
Yeah, he'd probably definitely be the most relieved, that's for sure.
But they have it in their locker to break, and oh, Robles, tremendous Robles. And that's the quality they can produce on the break. He may be disappointed with his finish in the end because he glided past 3 or 4 players.
Yeah, as Robles it was. Hasn't really had as many goals for the New Saints he had for Bala.
Started well as well before last season. And they've just dried up a bit for him, like you said. There is Kerry Louise Williams, the assistant line. What are we allowed to? What do we call them now?
Assistant referees.
Assistant referees. That is the perfect way, and she's doing a fine job. Well done. All the officials this evening have been tremendous. Davis, great ball. Williams spins his marker. Williams pulls it back into the box. Not the greatest of clearances. Chuzovic, chance to get at Bratley. You come inside, pull one in. Good tap, great aerial duel one there.
They just don't want to concede now, do they?
42 minutes have flown by at Flint. It's been an entertaining encounter so far. Chances for the Silkmen more than anything.
Well, certainly half has probably been dominated by the home side. Without a question of a doubt, they should be in the ascendancy.
57 points, 21 points clear at the top of the table, TNS. They played 22, won 18, drawn 3. They've lost 1 game. They lost to Aberystwyth in October, I think. Rushton again. Just have to be careful, especially in the second half, and then back passes. Wild flicks it on. Ross Weaver.
Okay, then, Mark, I'll ask you a quick question now. Would you change it tactically if you were Limerick's second period?
Yeah, I think I would. I think I'd play it more in a 4-3-3. I'd put McManus up top. I would play Jordan Williams on the... I'd bring a midfielder on, definitely. I think I'd bring Leo Smith on. Take one of the 4 top players off and go 4-3-3. But who am I to tell somebody who's 21 points clear at the top of the championship table with 10 games to play?
Well, it's all about 90 minutes, isn't it? So, plenty of time to go. Plenty of time to get it right for both sides.
Chance again to put the cross in. Offside, I think, and awarded against when it came back to him from a free kick. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Mr. Hames, spot on. And look as if Chislovic had just drifted offside.
just before half-time, Tom. 3 games tomorrow. Cardiff Met, Connors Key, of course. Suppose we had to bring him up at one stage there, unfortunately, in the bottom half now. For them, Barry and Haverfordwest, Penabon, Carnarvon. The Barry and Haverfordwest game.
Absolutely huge, man.
Wow, 6-pointer of the weekend, that one. Barry Town, Haverfordwest. 11th and 10th in the league. At present, it is 1-1 at Kevin Drew's at half-time. Nothing as yet from Bala and Newtown. Says to me that should be 0-0.
Probably.
But a tremendous first 45 minutes here. Flint pressing for the opener, not quite getting it. But plenty of encouragement for the home team. TNS will take the half-time and look to improve in the second period. Don't go away. We look forward to seeing you in the second half at Cirencastell.
Diolch Malc, so fel wedodd Dylan, mae'n ddisgwr rhwng y Flint a'r Seintiau Newydd, ond y Flint hebos ar dan yn erbyn tîm Anthony Limbrick ar hyn o bryd. Gewn ni ddadansoddiad wrth Malcolm Allen yn y man, ond gynta gyd, gan fod i'n ddechreuad o'r ail hanner y tymor, wel dyma'r amser berffaith i edrych nôl ar goliau mis Chwefror i benderfynu pwy sydd ar y restr fer o gol y mis.
Ryan Edwards fewn at straed Kirby. Kirby'n troi ddyn. James Kirby yn ei chodi hi yn gelfydd dros ben y golwr. Hat-trick i James Kirby. Ergyd hyrllig ond hyfryd.
Brobl yn ei chodi hi i gornel eich ar hwy. Dim gobaith i Jones y golwr. Chweched gol o'r tymor iddo fo.
Mendes mewn yn galed efo Gossett. A mae Gossett i gweithio mor galed, yn dydi? Bradley! Am gol! Un o goliau gorau'r tymor. A mae'r lle mae'n wenfflam. A mae Carnarfon yn gyfartal. Kirby. Ryan Edwards. Steph Edwards oedd i allan iddo fo. Ryan Edwards yn mynd i hun ac yn ergydio. Oedd i ar y taws ac mae fewn. Ryan Edwards. A gwaith da gan Ryan Edwards ar ben ei hun. Ac mae rhoi'r ymwelwyr ar y blaen. Os yna sioc yma ar y Cardian Stadiwm Glaned Dyfrdwy.
Franklin yn taro'r bel ar draws at Fiel. Croesiad Fiel, cael ei hannar clirios. Franklin! Nach i gol! Harry Franklin ar y foli o ddeunaw llall. Ac ar ôl cyfnod o ryw 10 munud da iawn i Aber o'r diwad, maen nhw wedi cael eu heiddiant.
Deg munud yn weddill, bwcle a chyfle. Ni'n cael ei ffenio'n glir o'r amddiffynwr yn methu ar y cliriad. Y bêl i Robert! O, ergyd banana gan Roberts, a mae'r dorf yn mynd yn bananas am gol wych i'r gornel uchaf.
Dirwyddon, colli'r bêl, yn ddofn o'n i hanner i hynna unwaith eto. A mae'r ergyd yn dod i mewn! Nach i gol di hwnna! Jack Wilson, o fi sgorio fo, 2 yn hwyr, yn erbyn y Dirwyddon, yn gynharach yn y tymor, ac ar ôl 19 munud, mae wedi rhoi'r ymwelwyr 2 ar y blaen, a nach i ergyd oedd hwnna.
Da ni wedi chwarae 3 munud a hanner dros y 90. Fiol i gefn yr hwyl, Jamie Fiol! A dyna chi gic campus, drychwch ar y dathlu! Jamie Fiol, gwych!
Wel, i ni'n cael ein sbwylio fan hyn ar sgorio gyda goliau arbennig. A fe fydd enillydd Golamation cael ei chyhoeddi nos lun yma. Sgorio am hanner awr wedi 5 holl uchafbwyntiad penwythnos ac eto am 10 o'r gloch ar S4C. Yma Malcolm Allen wedi dod i lawr o'r pwynt sylwebu. Malcolm, ewn ni syth ati achos boes bach, o'n i'n disgwyl gêm gystadleuol, ond o'n i ddim yn disgwyl i'r Flint dominyddu'r gêm fel maen nhw wedi. Dyma pa mor dda nath nhw ddechrau'r gêm, jyst cyfle ar ôl cyfle.
Oedd a pwysa ar ôl pwysa, a union fel oedd Neil Gibson yn sicr wedi gofyn thyn nhw'n wneud yn ei sgwrs bach cyn y gêm. Mae plan y gêm efo newid y system, mae wedi bod yn broblem mawr i Saint Newydd. Dyn nhw'n di setlo o gwbl a fynd i mewn i unrhyw fath o rhythm. Yr unig dîm sydd wedi mynd i mewn i rhythm ydy y Flint. Ond y cyfleon ar ôl cyfleon, ti yn meddwl, dwi'n gwybod mae'n hen y beth lle mae bobl yn dweud, rhaid chi gymryd un yn y byd y Saint Newydd, ti'n mynd i gael dy gosbi rhyw dro. Ond dydy Seintia ddim wedi cael siar o'r gêm i fyny rwan. Mae yna newidiadau, dwi'n meddwl, yn y system. Dwi'n gwybod, ella wneud Sislevic i'n dod yn ôl ar y cae a dechrau ar y chwith rhan Niffin ennill o'r ei chwarter awr all. Dio ddim yn gweithio beth sy'n digwydd ar y funud. Efo Seintia, mae rhaid nhw fynd i 4 a 2 yn eista. Mynd yn ôl i'r arferol a lledu'r chwarae. Ar y funud, mae Flint yn cael neud beth maen nhw isio. A maen nhw'n curo i brwydr personol yn ganol y cae. Mae Jake Phillips yn cael y gêm o'r dwi wedi gweld o yn cael estipyn, ond oedd Neil Gibson wedi rhoi rhybydd i fi cyn y gêm. Mae o wedi bod yn gyson trwy'r tymor. Mae wedi newid safle i fewn i ganol cae yno, a mae o wedi cymryd cyfrifoldeb. A mae o'n glywio'r tîm yn stopio y peli mae ddod dros fyny at McManus, ond mae o'n dechrau bob ymosodiadau. A mae'r safon o'i croesiadau fo o gicio rydd di bod yn amlwg yn dda, ond dyn nhw ddim wedi sgorio eto. Ond mae'r rhai nhw ddod o'r un agwedd yn yr ail hanner a gwynebu nhw a ennill y brwydr personol na.
3 cyfle gwych i'r Flint, Mark. So fe'n anodd gweld fel maen nhw ddim ar y blaen.
Wel yndi, mae'n rhaid i fod mwy clinigol efo'r penderfyniadau yma yn y cwrs Cosby. Dyna di'r gwahaniaeth rhwng y tîm gwych a'r tîm sy'n gorffan hanner ffordd. Mae'r Flint wedi gwneud y dda, ti'n pedair cymryd i'n byd o'r wrtho fo. Ond yn ebyn y Saint Newydd, ti'n just teimlo mae'r rhaid nhw fod mwy clinigol. Yr ergyd yna, oedd o'n ymestyn, a gan fwy bach mwy amser gadael beth oedd lawr di bach iddo fo, a wedyn sa wedi bod mwy reolaeth ar yr ergyd ar y gol. Maen nhw'n just yn panicio i bach a colli benna mewn safle lle maen nhw mor bygythiol. A ella, dyn nhw'n just heiddi bod un gol. Gwych gan Alex Jones yn y gornel, am sgil gan fo. Mae o wedi bod yn arbennig. Mae o wedi defnyddio'r egni i gyd fyny lawr y cae fel capten. A wedyn ti wedi cael Kai Edwards yn y cefn sy'n cyfathrebu a trefnu bob dim a neu siwr sy'n neb yn siglo i gwmpas o. Ti wedi cael Jake Phillips yn ganol cae sy'n rhedeg y sioe byd bach. Felly, dwi'n di sôn am chwaraewyr Saint Newydd, a nhw 22 pwynt ar y brig. Felly, ti'n arfer gweld hynny. Dwi'n di gweld yn y tymor yma, lle mae yna un tîm wedi gwrthio ac hefyd yn stopio y Saint Newydd chwarae. Dwi'n di gweld hynny.
Ti'n newid sôn am Jake Phillips. Mae fe'n dechrau moffo mewn i Joe Allen braidd, a mae fe'n dechrau ware fel Joe Allen. Mae rhaid i ni sôn am y Seintiau'n gloi briwsion. Mae nhw wedi cael o ran cyfleoedd. Mae fe fel bod tîm Anthony Limbrick wedi cael sioc?
Wel, mae gen nhw chwaraewyr efo moment yn nhw mewn gêm. A fydden nhw'n dibynnu ar moment. Da ni weld yr ergyd yma, dim yn acos i'r gol. Unwaith ti'n taro i fewn i llawr ar y cae yma, mae'n mynd i dynnu'r pŵer allan ohoni. Felly, ond dyna di sori rhan ar cyntaf de. Maen nhw di i'w tang gyflawni. Na, fydda i'n dweud na. Maen nhw di bygwth i gyflawni. A dyn nhw'n di cyflawni dim byd. Ac fysa rysyn wrth i fod Caergydion fel yna sy'n mynd syth ato fo. Ond mae gynnon nhw'r talent a'r gallu a'r sgil a'r pobol clyfar yma, mon moment maen nhw eisiau. Dyna ni gweld McManus gymaint o weithiau tymor yma yn allan o ddim byd, yn sgorio gol. Ac dyna ydy'r peth rwan i'r Flint. I fi, ydy'r safon canolbwyntio yma, lle maen nhw'n mynd i flino ar y cae yma, a mae yna lethr bach i'r Saint Newydd wrthio.
Byddai'n ddiddorol iawn clywed be mae Anthony Limbrick yn gweud wrth i chwaraewyr achos yn sicr bydde ddim yn hapus gyda'r hanner gynta yna. Yn credu reolwr fydd fwy o hapus ar yr hanner yw Neil Gibson. Amser i ni glywed mwy gan reolwr y Flint achos yn ddiweddar ath Nicky John i sgwrsio gyda fe.
Well, Neil, here we are in Flint Castle, stone's throw away from Caia Castell over there, somewhere now that's been your home for just over 12 months, and it's going okay.
Yeah, it's going really well. I'm not sure that many people would have predicted we'd be where we are currently. But there's been a lot of hard work to get us to the position we're at. We know that we haven't got the biggest resources in the league, and we know that we're probably punching above our weight really in terms of that. Why be in the Welsh Premier League if you're just going to make up the numbers and just try and survive each season? We had aspirations that we wanted to try and become a top 6 team, and we want to try and get into Europe with Flint, and we've probably done it slightly earlier than most people would imagine in terms of where we are currently, but we've achieved nothing really other than a top 6 finish so far.
Has there been a need to change the mindset perhaps?
Yeah, you know, look, I don't think that I'm speaking out of turn here when I say that for the football club it's been a bit of a shock to the system of what's expected and what's needed to compete at the Welsh Premier League level. I think the league is now going from strength to strength. You know, all the coaches are pro-licensed coaches and management. All the players now, the amount of ex-league players and international players that are playing in the league proves that the standards are raising. Recruitment was key for us in the summer, and I think the board bought into the fact that we did need to bring some players in, but more so not for competing on the pitch, but people that know the way that I work and the way that I want to play and can set that culture within the changing room of this is what it takes to play for Neil Gibson's side, and this is what it takes to play for Flint Town Football Club now moving forward. And we've been able to do that with the personnel, and that's added the belief into the group on and off the pitch that we can go and achieve something, I think.
Can I ask, that period that you had away from the league after Prestatyn before coming back in with Flint, was that difficult?
Yeah, it was difficult. I felt that I wanted to be in the league, and I felt I should still be in the Welsh Premier League, but I felt that Prestatyn being my hometown club, it pulled on the heartstrings a little bit. But I always kept that connection with the Welsh Premier League, and I was, you know, itching really to get back involved. There was a couple of opportunities that probably presented themselves before Flint, and I maybe felt that it's important that you're selective about the next opportunity, and we've got some good people behind the scenes at Flint that want success for their local club. I felt like I bought into what they wanted, and if they sort of bought into what I was able to deliver for them on the pitch, so together it'd be a good partnership.
Obviously, you've experienced European football with Prestatyn. Given your league position with Flint now, is that something you're letting yourself dream about again?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's got to be. That dream is there, you know, whether it'll be fulfilled this year or not, but I do feel that there maybe is a possibility for a club that wouldn't be expected to get into Europe to seize that opportunity this year. And, you know, we've not been outside of the top 3 all season so far, so it's something that we have to have as an opportunity that we can aim for. However, given the resources of other clubs that will be in the top 6 with us, we know that we won't be favourites for that.
Are you a different manager now to how you were back then during that time with Prestatyn?
You do adapt and you change, and you are maybe more considered. You know, at times I wore my heart on my sleeve, you know, and I'm very passionate about whichever team that I'm currently playing for or managing, and I'll always be that way. However, I have far better handling than that last sort of 3 or 4 years of how to be a little bit more detached about letting the emotion run away from us, and then not allowing that to feed into the result.
We look forward to seeing tears at the end of the season then. Happy tears.
Let's hope so.
Neil, diolch yn fawr iawn.
Croeso.
Bydd bendant dim dagre ar y funud wrth Neil Gibson. Wel, dim ond 2 gêm sydd heno ar hyn o bryd. Mae'n di-sgôr, wel fan hyn yn y Flint. Y bala sydd ar y blaen o gol I ddim yn erbyn y dre newydd. Nathan Pete yn rwydo I dîm Colin Caton, ac yn y 6th isaf, mae'n 1-1 rhwng y Dyrwyddon Cefn ac Aberystwyth. Fori yn y 6 a Pen-y-bont yn croesawu Caernarfon. Bydd Met Caerdydd yn croesawu Ceicona a'r Bari, a byd nhw'n gwynebu Hwlffordd. Wel, mae'n amser I ni ail ymuno a'n tîmau sylwebu ni in English. You've got Mark Jones and Tommy Morgan waiting for you, ac yn y Gymraeg, Malcolm Allen a Dylan Ebenezer.
Diolch, Sioned. Tom, plenty of opinions around us at half-times. The likes of Stephen Evans from Colwyn Bay has been over for a chat with us, and a lot of the ex-players, and most of them saying they believe Flint should have had the advantage and taken it with the chances they've been afforded in the first half.
We said that in commentary, didn't we? I mean, you know, chance after chance, really, but none taken. Be interesting to see if Mr. Limbrick continues with his same formation.
In front of us, I think it looks that way. As we said, the half-time period, the amount of coaches and the amount of substitutes his club now carry with him, it was busier at half-time than it was during the game. TNS, 21 points clear at the top of the table, looking to extend their league. Flint looking to get points to stay in the race for Europe. Chizovic at left back will look to get forward more. McManus picks it up. Will he take a long distance strike? Gets it wide. Clark to Danny Davis. Wasn't afforded to get forward in the first half. Jordan Williams. Oh, what a goal, Jordan Williams. I think he took everybody by surprise. The intensity Flint showed in the first half, the class that Jordan Williams has just shown, gives TNS a 1-0 lead. Wonderful left foot, far corner. It's TNS 1-0.
Well, what a start to the second period. Half cleared. Williams picks it up, cuts back on his left foot and absolutely curls it gloriously over Rushton. No chance for Rushton. Like you said there, little black flick, and he curls it above Rushton. And all that good work in the first period has just disappeared inside a minute.
It's the first break of the second period. You wonder why players of that ability playing now, they are clear at the top of the league. It's a class goal from Williams. Flint have to dig in and fight back now. All the industry and grit they showed in the first period.
Yeah,
Williams will be on top of his game now.
Yeah, it certainly was a quality finish. Nobody really closed him down. He just came inside, didn't he, and curled that left-footed effort over Rushton's head.
Well, your Neil Gibson, Tom, your half-time team talk would have been well played. Stay in it. Let's stay with them for the hour. First minute of the second period, you're 1-0 behind. Great ball in, Brobble headed away. Headed back in. Kai Edwards clears. Almost the opposite of the first period, Tom.
Yeah, Brobble, that's a really good cross there.
Daniel Roberts, a great header away then. Ballot leading, by the way, at half-time, 1-0 at Newtown. Jordan Williams has been amongst the goals this season. This is his 11th goal. Williams has to be one of the quicker players in the league. Brobble drive. It's Robles again. Louis Robles. Davis. Just up their game a little bit since half-time.
That's a goal just given them a lot of confidence, Mark. And probably Flint would have been a little bit deflated. Needs to just knuckle down for the next 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely, Tom. Important, the next 5 to 10 minutes. You have to dig in, the Flint boys. Set out there in that 5-4-1 system. Michael Wilde chasing down. What a difference a goal makes. McManus wide. Chizovic cuts inside, plays it in. Robles. Alex Denny being tremendous work in midfield there from Alex Jones. Yeah, that's what they need at the moment. They got to ride the storm. Harrison.
Ooh, that was close, Mark.
Yeah. Don't forget to check the record books later on, Tom. Has anybody ever been booked in the 29th minute for time wasting? Yeah, it's a big test now for these Flint players. Tremendous, like we said in the first period. That early goal now's gone against them.
I think, Mark, they'd have learned from the corresponding fixture in the first half of the season.
Definitely.
Where they stayed in the game and equalised.
With a 94th minute goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
From Kai Edwards. Just got to get that ball in that area. You know, there's a high line again. Harrison sending his people out.
It looks like they're going to make a change as well, actually. The new Saints.
Phillips. Again, has to avoid Astles at all costs. When you stand it up like that, he's going to win it. Astles away again. Just got to miss him out. McManus. Oh, great pace, Bratley. Well played. Good cover defending there. Tremendous. Rushton goes long. Wild. Nash looking to play it forward. Denny picks up the loose ball. Phillips. Leo Smith. Leo Smith coming on. Is Ben Clark limping off a little bit? Yeah. Might just be the break Leo Smith needed. He hasn't been in action a lot of late. Clark leaves the field. Smith has 40 minutes to show his abilities. It's been not the greatest of periods of late for him.
Had the red card here, didn't he?
Yeah.
Corresponding fixture.
Definitely, yeah. Oh, well played again. Jones really wants this. He's aggressive. Oh, well played. Hart. Chance to pull it back. Shot. Oh. Another half chance goes begging for
Cadwallader. Again.
Flint.
Jones has been terrific in midfield. Hart with the overlapping run. Cuts it back. Great opportunity. Again. For Cadwallader.
Great ball from Jones. Great overlap, like you said, from Hart. It's pulled back. All that's lacking is a finish.
And that's been lacking all evening, let's be honest. For the home side. That's the difference.
Phillips fires in the long throw. Chance. Oh, great goal! Callum Bratley! Chance after chance after chance. Finally, Callum Bratley puts one in the back of the net. It's Flint Town 1, TNS 1, and game on once again.
Well, that's a well-deserved equaliser for the home side. Again, wasn't the best of throws, actually, by Jake Phillips, but the header, I think it was off, yes, Michael Wild, and static defence, and whipped home by Bratley, who's been a real live wire all evening for the home side, as Bratley down that right-hand side scores all kinds of problems, and he did what Cadwallader's failed to do, and he finished it off.
Yeah, well, we know Bratley is playing as a wing-back, full-back, wing-back, but he was a winger, let's don't forget, and Gibson has turned him round into a wing-back, but that is a finish of a forward. Great finish, Callum Bratley.
Yeah, that's not an easy finish, Mark, you know. He had to cut across it with his left foot there. Did really well.
I think he has to take a bit of credit. Alex Jones getting the corner. We've got a great game on now, Tom. They're having to sit in a bit more now. Well played, Phillips. Bratley. Michael Wild running the channel. He's having to do all that work up top. He usually got Jack Kenny alongside him to help him. Harrison knocks it away. McManus again in our midfield role. That's exactly what Gibson would have wanted, mind Tom, as a reply. They were 1-0 behind. It was ominous for 5 minutes there. TNS started to get the passing game going, and Flint go the other end and score a beauty of an equaliser from Bratley. Take a point now, Gibson. 54 minutes gone, he'd snap your hand off, wouldn't he? point against TNS. Chairman's alongside us, nodding his head.
Well, if the game finished now, I mean, you'd be disappointed you haven't won it. Let's be honest. On chances created, for me, Flint to be in the better side. But a long way to go, and
plenty more action and hopefully more goals. But it's been an entertaining encounter, no doubt at all. There is Leo Smith. Played so well in Europe at the start of the season. A lot of people surprised his lengthy spell out of the TNS team. It just goes to show really how well Ben Clark's done.
The thing is, Mark, you know, they were on a great run. He was playing really well, lost his place to Ben Clark, and, you know, didn't get it back, which is fair enough, because if you want to keep onto a shirt in a team, you have to produce the goods, and obviously Ben Clark did, or has done. Now there's a chance for Leo Smith to pay back to Ben Clark what he did to him.
Going back to the goal, it's at the first header from Michael Wilde again. He did it 3 or 4 times in the first half, so they haven't really coped with Wilde from a long throw.
Well, the thing is, Mark, you've done it yourself as a manager. You put one in front, one behind, and box him. Stop him getting a clean header.
Shouldn't be allowed to get the flick. Louis Robles. His old team Bala are 1-0 ahead. Declan McManus. The build-up we gave him at the start, Tom, I was going to commentate and call him James Bond, not Declan McManus. And he hasn't had a kick almost since, so I don't think we'll carry on doing them build-ups.
It looks as if he's taken a role a bit further forward. And
yeah, he'll still have plenty to say in this game, don't worry. He takes a kick there. His first touch was fantastic.
Yeah, good vision, though. He saw Weaver coming, didn't he? And he just takes a mickey a bit as well, Megs him.
Jones again, brilliant in midfield.
Yeah, he's a very industrious player, is Alex Jones.
Brobble gets it back to Astles. Marriott was key in keeping the game to 0-0 in the first period. Leo Smith drives forward, tries to get a 1-2. Bratley. Oh, great play from Chiselvich. Shows all his wing ability there, going around people. Marriott. Davis. TNS trying to get their game going. They're trying to stretch Flint. But the industry and effort from these Flint players, they've competed every ball, Tom. As shown again. Brobble. Great skill from Brobble. Chiselvich, chance to put it in. Looks down at the pitch. It's well kept in, Danny Davis. Davis whips one across the front, the flick header. Decent save from Rushton. Quick flat ball in. Robles gets the flick header. Rushton puts it behind for a corner. Have to deal with these set plays now. Marriott will put this right underneath that bar on Rushton. Big man headed away.
He's so good at these set plays, isn't he, Marriott?
He asks questions every time he delivers. That's a great header away, by the way, from Cadwallader.
8 assists already this season, Mark.
That near post one chance. Off the line. Goalkeeper stays. Another great header from the back. Roberts done really well then. 2 headers away. Marriott stands it up and asks a question. If that is a goal, as Danny Davis with his second headed goal in 2 weeks, it's a massive error. I think as well as Rushton, everybody else on the park thought the ball was out of play. It wasn't, and Davis puts it in the back of the net. Bonus goal for TNS. It's Flint 1, TNS 2, and Danny Davis scores with a header again.
Well, Marriott, he'll get the assist. Keepers really must be at fault there. I mean, he just lofts it in the air there. Plenty of time for him to get his feet right. No, he just misjudges completely. And it's a free header for Danny Davis at the back post there. That it really is a bonus goal out of nothing for the champions-elect.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Rushden, he's in a situation there where nobody has told him to leave it because he's the last man.
Yeah, well, I think everybody would expect him to catch that when he had so much height on it. He had enough time to get his feet right and take it.
Danny Davis gets his third goal of the season, and that's a bonus goal. Brobel buys a free kick there again. Robles.
It's a brilliant turn by Robles, to be fair there.
Yeah, that's the type of goal that can take the stuffing out of you, Tom. Back in the game at 1-1, competing against a team who's 21 points top of the league, and you give away a goal as soft as that. You have to dig in now, Flint. It's important the next 5 to 10 minutes. Big moments in this game now. Weaver, Ross Weaver in midfield.
You know, we were talking about goalkeepers at half-time, Mark, you know, in the league, etc. And there's not that many brilliant keepers in this league at the moment.
Yeah, Oliver Byrne been outstanding, I think, for Connors Key. Marriott runs over. Brobel gets it on target. It's bobbling around in the area. Mark Cadwallader unlucky with the bobble there. Can't do a lot about that. Just trying to clear his lines. Great crowd this evening. 4,500.
Just even behind the goal. That's a great finish, mind you. Not taken away.
Oh, Davis.
You know, from Davis.
Plenty to do. He had to guide the header. Jones again. Been so good all night. There is Brobel. When he gets in his runs, Brobel, he glides. Nash, Ben Nash. Jordan Williams. Just going out of play.
Plenty of time left in this game, Mark. What we said earlier. Same thing again, isn't it, really? Just stay in the game.
Yeah, TNS are just trying to get into their passing game now. They look to pop it around in midfield. Both fullbacks have gone really wide now, if you have a look. Danny Davis on the white line. Chidovic on the white line. They'll try and play their way through. Kai Edwards reads that well.
Yeah, Kai Edwards reads it well, Mark, but that's a keeper's ball all day long. You've got to be, you know, coming out and collecting those kind of passes.
Yeah, it's too deep.
Yeah.
But they're still in the game. There's still a point there to be earned.
I think what TNS have done really well in the second period is they've given themselves a lot more width. In the first half, I said earlier, they played mostly down the right-hand side, but they've switched play this both sides in the second period.
Yeah, well, we've got to be brutally honest, Tom. It's not the easiest place to come and get a win.
No, but the thing is, in the first half, you said Declan McManus wasn't getting in the game, but he's getting more in the game now because
he's gone forward more.
Well, yeah, because they're getting the width now and dragging players out.
Yeah. Astles, again, there's that width. Harrison. Need to get it going again, Flint. Need to get the crowd back on their side. They need a good tackle. They need a good pass or something just to get everybody ticking again. It's momentum. When you play teams at the top of the league, you've got to keep going with momentum. Marriott. They all fancy a piece of the action on the ball now. Denny. McManus peels off. Nash goes with him. I tell you what, there's 3 Flint players in front of us. One of them with a broken hand, and Michael Parker has just sent it, the one with the broken hand, for 2 tees, Tom. That is bad form.
He must be a skipper.
Brobel
said Danny Davis had 3 goals this season, Mark. They've all come from headers.
Yeah, Danny Davis fancies himself in the air. I know that anyway. As Phillips puts it out of play, almost into our row. Munster versus the Dragons. Club Rugby, Saturday, 5 o'clock.
Your Welsh is improving, Mark.
100%. Diolch, Tom. McManus, not often this season he hasn't been on the target. Ball back in play. Robles just looking a bit weary now. Flint. Nash. Wild peels off. Should have been sent first time. He was in if that would have gone over Astles. Nash. Weaver. Great tackle from Brobble. There is the league in front of us.
Balla up to second place, Mark.
Balla up to second place at the moment on 37 points. 60 points. TNS. 23 points clear. Cash in if you bet them at the start of the season. Phillips. Wild doesn't keep it in play. Gibson. Looking at the bench, Tom. The Flint Town bench.
Well, with all the injuries they got, to be fair, mostly sprinkled with the youngsters there.
Yeah. Chance here, Michael Wild. Again, Marriott makes a last-ditch tackle. That's 3 or 4 he's made this evening.
Thinking about Marriott is he reads the game so well, doesn't he?
There's no how the game is brilliant. If you can come in from left back and be that influential at centre back, this will be interesting again. They changed the marker for the first time in front of Wild. They've put somebody in taller in front now. Denny. They did have that the lad who's gone off, Clark. Yeah. And that's a better forward to stop the first header. Phillips.
I'm surprised the ref hasn't booked him for a time wasted.
Yeah, I don't think he can at the moment. They're 2-1 behind. But there's a whistle between Williams and Nash, I think. It was Astles and Nash. He's done a good game, the ref.
Yeah, he's been excellent, actually, yeah.
You know, we're sat amongst the crowd and nobody's having a go at him, which is unusual. Just goes to show he's had a good game. Phillips fires it in. It's Marriott, heads it away for a corner.
He's pretty good in the air for his size, Mark.
Obviously,
timed his jump really well.
That's why he moves across the centre-back. But this will be Flint's best chances now, set plays. The big men up. Cadwallader's in there. Wild in there. Nash. Kai Edwards. Got to make these set plays pay now. Into the mixer. They're still giving Astles that free jump, Tom, in the middle of the goal. 6'6" Astles. And chance. Oh, great run. Tremendous run. And that's what Michael Wild's all about. Just guides it a couple of inches over the bar.
Yeah, he just couldn't get above it, could he? It's good delivery. Just Michael Wild. He's not quite 6'6". Just couldn't guide it into that far corner.
Yes.
But the one thing with Astles is, look, that movement to Michael Wild, he takes him out of the game.
Leaves him for dead then. Did it to him last season when he scored a couple for Connors Key. Smith, Leo Smith, gets the shot off. Good movement from Smith. Not quite the great finish. It's a round of applause from Limbrick, his coach.
McManus to Williams. Sorry, to Smith, actually.
I'm sure Rushton, more than anybody, the goalkeeper, will want the equaliser. Hart. Cadwallader competing in midfield. That's tremendous from Cadwallader. Phillips. Keeps it in play again. Driving into the box. Gets his team a corner. And he's covered every blade of grass this evening. Alex Jones. 62 games and 12 goals in this league. Check his mileage out later on. I think he's run more than anybody else this evening.
Yeah, he must be in the short list for Malcolm Allen's man of the match, I'd have thought.
Hart this time. Wild again, the target. Gets something on it. Smith. Oh, tremendous play again. Bratley this time stands over it. Danny Davis is a good defender, Tom. Just does the basics well, and he's got that yard of pace to back it up. Rushton. What a gigantic result that could be so far. Still with a few minutes to play. Great tackle. Oh, referee. Kevin Druids 2, Aberystwyth 1. What a result that could be. They're bound to win a game before the end of the season.
Can you tell me what was wrong with that tackle, Mark?
You don't want to know the Aberystwyth score, do you?
I heard that one. I just want your judgment on that tackle.
Free kick, definitely.
It was never a foul, I don't think.
Davis. Their team's down the bottom of the league like Haverfordwest and Barry at present, Tom, and they will be, it's just the way football is, they'll be pleased with that this evening if Kevin Drews can take something off Aberystwyth, and the win would be a major surprise.
Thing is, to be fair to Aberystwyth, they've done well recently with late goals. Did that, I think, at Bala last week, didn't they? Got a point out the game.
Well, they were even pressing Met for the halfway spot. McManus spins his man, tries to get his shot off. May get the free kick, gets a free kick. Oh, Weaver gets a yellow card. Referee says for your third tackle.
Yeah. Probably has been coming, that, hasn't it? He's made quite a few infringements as Weaver.
Jones, Weaver and Phillips in midfield have worked tirelessly all night. Whether it'll show now in the next 19 minutes or so. Brobel. Goalkeeper has just been involved in giving the goal away. Really, you think you'd put him under pressure here now and test him out. It's a good distance as well if you get something on it. Brobel. Just over the bar. There's not a lot in that either.
Yeah, he's so adept at taking free kicks from distances.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, Tom, as the net rippled, then few people were interested again.
Yeah, just in dip enough.
Rushton.
Chris Venables has added to the scoreline.
Yeah, 2-0 for Bala. That's a big win. Newtown not on the greatest of runs at the moment. Bala on a brilliant run. Second in the table. Second automatic European qualification. Third may get you it. Phillips. Oh, well played. Chance, what a move. This is Bratley. Puts it across. Too close to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, to be fair to Harrison, the goalkeeper there, you read that situation really well. It's just been their failure a little bit. Flint is that last ball into the penalty area this evening.
Yeah, sometimes I also think if you get that close to full-back, shot come cross sometimes, test the keeper.
Well, just drill it across a 6-yard box,
definitely.
Isn't it? That's the one. Make the defenders defend, make the keeper make a save, not make it easy like he did there.
But this game is still right in the balance. You know, the league leaders just 2-1 ahead. Flint have still got every chance of taking a point from this, Tom. Next goal, vital. Davis. Danny Davis. Then he goes back. Marriott. It's Marriott or Danny Davis, the TNS best player on the evening for me so far.
I know Davis got the second goal, but he hasn't really caught my eye that much, to be honest, Mark.
Yeah, well, maybe Marriott then with his blocks. Brobble seeing more of the ball now. Chizovic going up alongside him. Always better with plenty of width in their game. Stands it up, great headed away. Nash doesn't do a lot wrong, Nash. Just clears his lines.
He's just a resolute defender, isn't he?
Tremendous. Every team needs defenders like that. Robles, Louis Robles. Chizovic to Brobble. Brobble. Bratley blocks him. Bratley did well then not to make the tackle. Wild. I think Gibson's doing the right thing. He's just staying in the game at the moment. I think what he'll do then, he'll push another player forward. With you're getting into the 80th minute and said, right, let's have a go. Let's push a few forward.
Yeah, like I said earlier, they haven't got too many options on the bench, Mark. But I think they're getting another breath on. They just rest. Let TNS come at us for a bit.
Smith. Davis. Smith just slotted in that right side midfield role. Denny, Alex Denny. Just keeping that low blocking Flint at the moment, so TNS can't get in behind them, Tom. McManus on the edge. Edwards, it's Nash. Nash gets there first and gets a free kick.
Yeah, again, good defending, gets the ball first.
Substitution. Weaver, I think it is, will be coming off. Great game. Weaver put us off a ball in midfield. No lack of effort at all. Good shift.
Yeah, did really well, Weaver. You know,
Sam Duffy comes on.
It's obviously a team ethos here at Flint, and he certainly bought into that.
Rushton. Yeah, that's our first ball now is key. Phillips gets the ball. Louis Robles gets the yellow. Commentates back.
Well, he reckons he got the ball.
Well, here it is. No, he goes in very high there, Robles. It's a definite yellow. That is shin high.
He's fortunate, probably. That's
he could be fortunate, yeah, definitely. Unlike Robles. Would you call that a striker's tackle? Phillips. Surely go Michael Wild side. Marriott again. Marking Michael Wild. There's the stutter to stop the offside. Phillips. Great header down. It was a good free kick. Took their time on a free kick. They've obviously done that in training. Stutters it to stop the old offside trap and then takes it again.
I know the scoreline reflects that TNS are winning, but if you said which of these two teams is full time, if you bought somebody here this evening,
that's most probably why they're champions, Tom. They haven't been at their best, but they're still leading 2-1, and they've done it all season, to be honest. We said in the first period all them chances would most probably count. Headed away, chance on the box. Oh, good connection. Daniels back in. Where's that landed now? Phillips. Tackle again. It was Danny Davis this time. Or Marriott. Offside. Another chance. Falls to the Silkmen.
What a scramble that was. I think McManus, was he got the tackle in the end there? But certainly the second ball came in, misread, just drifted away marginally there from Phillips, but it was McManus with a great block tackle. Watch this, Mark.
Tremendous tackle from the centre forward who's leading the goal scoring chart in the JD Cymru Premier. But if you're a regular watcher of this league and you're a regular watcher of TNS, I'll bet you haven't seen as many last-ditch tackles by a TNS team as this evening. Must be 5, 6, 7 in a 90-minute period.
Yeah, absolutely. And Marriott's been done most of them.
Marriott. Takes all sorts of performances, Tom, to win leagues. You know, you win sometimes 5 or 6-0. You've got to dig in sometimes, and for me, TNS have dug in a little bit tonight. It's a get-out-of-jail 3-pointer for me tonight. Takes all sorts to win leagues.
They haven't got the 3 points yet, though, Mark, have they?
Denny. Just dropping in behind. Not as aggressive as they were in the first half, Flint. Chizovic. That's what they don't want. That's definitely what they don't want. They don't want to allow it to go to walking pace, because TNS will just pick you off like that.
Yeah, again, that little bit of pace always catches people out, doesn't it?
Brobel. Just don't need that. He's got the free kick. You know, you don't need the referee to book him. Jake Phillips. It's a tug. He's got away with one. Interesting now.
It may be because Robles gets chopsing at him, Mark. He thought, no, I'm not going to book him.
Yeah, definitely. 80 minutes on the clock. Next goal vital. Marriott again over the top. Brobel bends it in. Oh, great ball. Goalkeeper does well, really. I mean, he's got no sight. They're so deep in front of him.
Yeah, those are really great free kicks, because you put them on target and you have to defend them. And when they got so many players in front of you, that is a very difficult.
Great save by the keeper.
For the keeper
Great
to deal
save.
with. Doesn't matter how you keep them out, Mark, as long as they stay out.
Keeps his team in the game at 2-1. Marriott again fires that corner in, headed away by Michael Wilde. Jake Phillips clears his lines. Harrison. Smith. Denny. Looks for Williams. Goal of the game, Jordan Williams. Davis, great ball in. Rushton collects. I think it's up to Kai Edwards now, Tom, at the back. And Ben Nash to say to him, up we go now. You've got to get out now. There is that goal. Give him the one, or almost like the goal. Phillips. Bratley. It's been excellent all night, Bratley. Bratley drives in. That extra pass again. Smith. Brobel makes the run. Smith elects to keep the ball. Davis. Kevin Druids 3, Aberystwyth 1. First result of the season for Kevin Druids. And listen, as a group of players and as a manager, it's tough on Aberystwyth, but you have to congratulate them.
Yeah, absolutely.
All season.
31 games without a win. That's how long they've gone.
And there are a few football geniuses about, Tom, who did say that's bound to happen. They're bound to get a win before the end of the season.
When did you tell me that?
Nash. Hasn't put a foot wrong at the back, Nash. Looking to go back to Rushton on a bobbly pitch. Then back passes. They're a different proposition on 3G to grass back passes. Chizovic. Taking it down to the last 6 or 7 minutes. TNS 2-1 ahead.
Spot on the table.
Bottom of the table. Unbelievable to see Connors Keith in the bottom 2 in the table. What a game tomorrow again. As we said, Haverfordwest Barry at Jenner Park.
Yeah, actually, another big game as well. Connors Key down at the Met.
Looking for a win. Bratley
Met on a great run at the moment.
What a ball, Bratley. Corner, and really important.
He's changed his mind, the referee
it was
there.
Corner. Well, credit to him.
Yeah, hard it was.
Gave the goal kick first and changed his mind.
Again, Bratley, he's had a terrific game as well.
No doubt the corner. Louis Robles suffering with cramp by the look of it on the halfway line.
Must be the grass is taking it out of him.
Yeah, he's not having the greatest of nights with the referee tonight, Robles. But how key is this now? 5 minutes to go. Hart looking for Wild. Chance again. Wild hooks it into the mixer. Nash. Goalkeeper comes and collects. Paul Harrison. Smile on his face, Harrison.
Yeah. Definitely look dangerous though from set plays of the home side.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying now. We're down to almost the 86 minutes. They've got to force a play now. They can't let TNS play out now. Just start gambling a bit. I think Gibson, you know, if you're going to get beat 2-1, get beat 3-1 and try and nick the draw at 2-all.
Yeah,
push a few on now.
Nothing to lose.
They've earned a point. But TNS have showed their ability to go anywhere in this league and get wins yet again, and that's why they're clear at the top of the league. 30 points clear.
Yeah, we forget about that save from Harrison in the first half when he touched it under the crossbar from Cadwallader's header.
Malcolm Allen's man of the match, maybe. Chris Marriott.
Oh, yes. I thought he was going to give it to Wildy, maybe.
Malcolm keeps us guessing. Goal kick. Next. It's just gone flat here at Cirencastell.
Yeah.
Just need to raise the crowd, just need to get behind their team now. Last 5 minutes, really get them going.
One back for Aberystwyth, 3-2.
3-2, so Kevin Druids haven't won their first game as yet. Aber gets what you said, they were late goal specialists. Tom Aber. Be a priceless point for him now. Chizovic has stayed at left back all evening. Good ball from Wild. Take the free kick. Has to take the free kick. See Nash bombing forward now. Kai Edwards gets forward.
I think that's, you know, you look at the replay there. He knows exactly what he's doing there. It's calculated.
He's got away with one.
Yes, absolutely.
Phillips to take the kick. Substitution just about to be made, I think, just before the kick, if he gets on. It is Higgins. Jack Higgins looking to get on. What a time to come on and get an equaliser now, if he could. Phillips. Nash again. Wins the first ball. Higgins comes on.
Yeah, they're probably going to a back four now.
Back four now and just chucking forward. Dan Roberts comes off. You've been tremendous, Daniel Roberts, at the back tonight. Michael Wild just trying to spur the troops on. One last effort. It was a game of intensity in the first period, Tom. It was a game when Flint Town United most probably had more chances against TNS than they've had in the last 5 or 6 times they've played them. Unfortunately for them, as you said in the first period, against great teams, you've got to take your chances.
Yeah, certainly didn't capitalise when they were on top.
No rush from Ryan Brobble to take the corner kick.
I'll be surprised, Mark, if they go short here.
I have to say, our Griffith, Andy Hames, Kerry Williams and Robert Jenkins, the officials have done tremendous this evening. mostly unnoticed, which is how they would enjoy it. Another corner. Danny Davis looking to get his 4th headed goal of the season.
Yeah, just struggling a little bit from the set plays defensively. Yeah, he gets good punch in the end.
Yeah, well done, Rushton.
Davis looked as he was waiting to nod in his 2nd goal of the evening.
Unfortunately, though, Tom, for John Rushton, it will go down as a goalkeeping error, which has most probably cost his team the point. You have to be honest.
Yeah.
90 minutes on the clock, 3 added by the 4th official. Whipped across the front again. Is the break on? Brobble mishits. Puts it back in. Rushton. Penalty wanted. Nothing given.
McManus showing his disappointment there.
Definitely got to get it forward now as quick as they can. Crowd now getting in behind them. Oh. Duffy.
Yeah, just... Oh,
penalty.
he grabbed his shirt there, but...
It's a penalty.
It's a penalty, you think?
Yeah, he's down. He's pulled him back. Keston Davis comes on after a long spell out with injury. Brobble goes off.
Not happy with the referee, obviously.
So most probably the biggest news of the evening in the Cymru Premier will be that Kevin Druids may have earned their 1st win in the season. Bala may go 2nd. Flint have put in a courageous performance and may not get anything. Free kick in a great area for the Diag now. Do you send the goalkeeper up with a minute to go?
Joe Humphreys error?
I would send him up. Minute to go.
I don't think the chairman would.
Phillips. Well, it's the last chance saloon now for Flint. Phillips with a free kick. Everybody of the 11 in the last third, except Phillips, stands it right up. First header by Hart on the far post. Penalty wanted. Long throw they'll get. The last minute most probably...
well, sums up the game, Mark.
Sums up the game.
It's been terrific.
They've had a real go, Flint.
Yeah.
They're luckless on the evening. TNS, as per usual, have showed their class, and they come away with a victory by the look of it, unless, of course, Phillips will get another chance to fire one in.
I think he must be tired as well now, throwing those long throws, and he's been at a terrific game in midfield as well.
They've showed their worth, Tom. They've showed they're a top 6 side this evening, Flint, to compete with TNS like they have. Phillips, like you said, one last chance here. Again, it was Marriott Brobble who went to ground. The race is on. Smith. It's tremendous from the substitute. Sam Duffy. Aberystwyth 3-all. Kevin Druids 3. Aberystwyth 3. Offside McManus. What a comeback. The comeback kings, Aberystwyth.
Told you, Mark, didn't I? They get some late goals, Aber.
There is a genius sat next to me who said, don't count Aber out. What a point that could be. So tough to win games in this league.
No gimmies, are there?
Phillips pull one in now. Can Flint snatch an equaliser with 10 seconds to go? First header. Final whistle from the referee, who's had a tremendous game. It's been a tremendous game at Ciocastach. Final score, and look out for the highlights at Scorio on Monday evening, is Flint Town United 1, TNS 2.
For you, white card.
Wow.
Wel, dyna ni y dechreuad perffaith i'r seintiau newydd Triphwynt fan hyn yn erbyn y Flint. A dyma canlyniadau eraill heno. Y Bala yn ennill o 2 gol i ddim yn erbyn y Dre Newydd, Nathan Peat, a Chris Venables yn rwydo i dîm Colin Caton a boes bach. Drama rhwng y Dyrwyddon Kevin ac Aberystwyth. Oedd Aberystwyth o Dyrwyddon Kevin ar y blaen o 2 gol i 1 gyda 5 munud i fynd, a wedyn Aberystwyth yn pwynt gwerthfawr iawn i nhw hefyd. Wel, mae'n braf iawn cael cwmni Anthony Limbrick. Anthony Limbrick, hope you've managed to catch your breath after that game. And I've got to say, you know, it wasn't a good start by TNS. And I'm wondering what you said at half-time, because you looked like a different team in that second half.
Well, I'd actually disagree with you there. I thought first half we defended unbelievably well. And I think if you took that game last season, I think the strength that we showed, the defending from the front to the back, I think they had we counted 9 corners, I think maybe 7 wide free kicks, 8 throws in our box. Going downhill at that end, it was an unbelievable defensive display. And sometimes I think you have to earn the rights in these games. We knew what it would be like here. Flint are a quality side in what they do. And we had to earn the right to get in with a clean sheet at half-time and then be able to kick on second half. And we did that. So I'd say it was a fantastic performance first half from a defensive point of view.
That's really interesting to hear you say, actually, because I think it sums up just how competitive this league has been all season, and the fact that Flint really, really pushed you. You know, as a manager, do you enjoy those challenges?
Well, yeah, I'll probably not ask me that during the game, but at the end we do. I mean, look, we had a narrow 1-0 victory at home against Flint. We drew 1-1 here in a game where they kept going again. You were hoping that didn't happen again here, and to get a 2-1 win, listen, it means a lot to us. We wanted to finish strong, and you have to come here and fight, and you have to show determination and strength, and that's what the boys did today, so credit to them.
And 2 brilliant goals as well, and what a way to kickstart that second half. Brilliant strike from Jordan Williams.
Yeah, it was. Look, I think we missed him last week when he was suspended, and he came back in, and I think that might put him on maybe 12 goals and probably 8 assists. So if you can get sort of a combination of 20 at this stage of the season together, I think that's really good stats for him, and he's done well.
And I guess you showed a lot of character tonight, when I guess there have been games this season where you haven't had to do that, have you?
Yeah, I mean, look, like I said, that first half we really had to show character. We knew that Flint would put the ball in the box. We did a lot of work on that in training. We prepped and prepared. Doesn't matter how many points we're ahead, we do it properly and we do it right. And we knew that they'd be a threat here, and we knew we'd have to defend well. We're missing Blaine Hudson tonight, a centre-back who we could have used for this game. Keston's only just come back as well. We had a makeshift back 4, and I thought they were all fantastic. And a special mention to Paul Harrison as well. I thought he was fantastic and made some really crucial saves in the first half, which won us the game in the end.
Well, Anthony, really appreciate your time. Go and warm up, because it's freezing out here, and
you.
safe journey back.
Cheers, thank you.
Wel, dyma fel mae pethau'n edrych o ran y tabl yn y 6 uchaf. Y Seintiau Newydd, wel, dyna ni 60 o bwyntiau, 23 pwynt o fantais. Mae'n, mater o wythnosau tan bod nhw'n cael I dwylo nhw ar dlws uwch gyngrair Cymru. A o ran y 6 isa wedyn ni, dyma fel mae pethau'n edrych y Dyrwyddon dal yn parhau ar y gwylod, dal yn edrych am y fuddugoliaeth gynta na o'r tymor Aberystwyth yn yr 8fed safle. Mae'n braf iawn cael cwmni Neil Gibson. Neil, I can imagine that's quite a difficult one to take, especially considering, quite frankly, you were outstanding in that first half.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pill to swallow. Currently, I know that looking at the players as they've left the field, they look as disappointed as I feel and the staff feel. You know, ultimately against TNS, you've got to take your chances when you're on top in the game. I felt that, you know, in the first half against TNS, it's probably as dominant as a team's been against them all season, but we haven't got anything to show for it because we haven't taken our chances. So, probably disappointed a little bit in the goals that we've conceded as well. But, you know, to take TNS all the way to the line as we did today proves that we're in the top 6 on merit, and we're worthy competitors for them today.
Malcolm Allen said in commentary that he hasn't seen a team compete with TNS like you guys did today. You had so many chances in that first half. You touched on it then. It was a case, you know, you needed that goal, didn't you?
We did, you know, and I was saying on the sideline, you know, you have to manage moments in games against TNS, and you try to get, 15 minutes in, 30 minutes in and still be all level. But we were looking at the side and we were like, the chances we're creating, we need to score now. You know, we need to score in this 15-minute, 20-minute spell that we were having. But what it does bode well is that for the remaining 9 games left, in the season, if we can be as good as we can be today against TNS with missing 5 key players, really, it proves that the strength and depth in our squad. You know, and I did feel that we had to come up with a shape that we felt could cause them problems out of possession, but could also carry a threat in possession, and we certainly did that tonight. So full credit goes to the players, because this week we've had one training session. CNS have trained all week. We've had one training session that we've been able to get on because of the pitch. So, they've carried out the game plan, absolutely as well as I could have asked for.
You conceded really early on in that second half, but you must be really proud of the character that your players showed to get that goal back.
Yeah, and if I'm honest, I half expected us to get another one right at the end, because it's sort of what we've been doing this season. It's what the culture and the spirit that we've built within the dressing room. I never feared for us when the goal went in, because I thought, we've got enough resilience in the group now to come back. Obviously, like I say, the second goal's a bit of a killer for us, because we feel we could have defended it better. But we still had moments there towards the end where, they're throwing bodies on the line. And if you ask the champions, who were probably 24 points clear at the top of the league, to be doing that in the last seconds, it proves that, my players have done as well as I could have asked for.
Well, Neil, really, really appreciate your time tonight. And like I told Anthony, go and wrap up, because we're all freezing out here. Diolch yn fawr. Thank you.
Croeso. Thank you.
Wel, dyna ni am heno. Diolch yn fawr am eich cwmni chi. Diolch yn fawr i'n tîm sylwebu ni yn y ddwy iaith hefyd. By'n un o penwythnos nesa ein gêm fyw ni y Seintiau Newydd yn erbyn Pen y Bont. Felly tan hynny, nos da.
Dyna i chi waith tîm arbennig.
Job dda. Screwfix yn noddi pêl-droed ar S4C.